Now, as we dive deeper, let's talk about some common myths and misconceptions around Social Security increases like this one. There's a lot of talk online about secret payments, emergency stimulus checks, or bonus deposits tied to this kind of news, but it's important to separate fact from fiction. Social Security benefits don't work like one-time stimulus payments from Congress. These increases are systematic, planned, and based on strict formulas tied to inflation and funding, not surprise windfalls. This distinction matters because many people get excited by the idea of sudden extra money, but end up disappointed when those payments never come. And that disappointment can lead to poor financial decisions, like spending money you don't have or delaying bills in the hope of an imminent payment. Don't let misinformation trap you in that cycle. Instead, trust official sources and be patient with the process. Another topic worth discussing is how Social Security fits into your overall retirement or disability plan. Social Security is often a critical foundation, but it's rarely enough by itself to cover all expenses comfortably. That's why many financial planners recommend diversifying income sources, whether through savings, pensions, investments, or even part-time work. The 2026 increase helps, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. If you're planning for the future, consider how this payment increase might impact your retirement timeline. Some people might feel more confident delaying retirement to maximize benefits, while others might see this as an opportunity to enjoy retirement sooner. Either way, understanding the nuances can help you make smarter decisions. Tools like the SSA's online calculators or consultations with financial advisors can provide personalized insights based on your situation. Let's also address the emotional side of this update. For many recipients, Social Security payments aren't just numbers on a statement, they represent security, independence, and dignity. Hearing about a sizable increase can bring relief and hope, but also anxiety about what might happen next. Change is never easy, especially when your livelihood depends on it. That's why conversations like this one are so important. They offer clarity and calm amidst uncertainty. On that note, it's essential to keep a realistic mindset. The increase is substantial, but don't assume it will cover all your rising expenses. Inflation is complex and affects different people differently. For example, seniors often spend more on healthcare, which has its own cost pressures that Social Security adjustments might not fully address. So, while this increase is great news, it's also a reminder to continue budgeting carefully and seek out additional support if needed. Now, many of you might be wondering if this increase affects your spouse or dependents. Social Security benefits can include family members under certain conditions, such as spouses who haven't worked or minor children of a deceased worker. Typically, when the primary beneficiary's payment increases, related benefits adjust proportionally. However, the specifics can vary, so it's a good idea to review your personal case with the SSA or a qualified advisor. For younger viewers, you might be asking, what does this mean for me? Even if you're years away from claiming benefits, the health of the Social Security system matters. The increased payments we're seeing now reflect efforts to keep the system sustainable, but future generations might face different realities depending on legislative changes. Staying informed and involved in conversations about Social Security reform is vital, so your future benefits are secure. We also can't ignore the political context. Social Security is a hot topic in Washington, especially in election years. Candidates and lawmakers often propose changes, and the media coverage can be confusing or biased. The key is to look beyond headlines and seek out factual, nonpartisan information. Understanding the system's mechanics helps you evaluate proposals critically and advocate for policies that protect your interests. Something else to keep in mind is the role of taxes on your Social Security benefits. Depending on your total income, you might have to pay federal taxes on a portion of your benefits. An increase in payments could push you into a higher taxable bracket. Knowing this ahead of time can help you plan better, whether that means adjusting your withholdings, saving more for taxes, or consulting a tax expert. Being proactive can prevent surprises come tax season. I want to take a moment here to remind you about the importance of protecting your personal information. Scammers frequently target Social Security recipients, especially around times of change like this. Never give out your Social Security number, bank account, or other sensitive info unless you're absolutely sure of who you're dealing with. The SSA will never call or email you asking for passwords or PINs. If you get suspicious calls or messages, report them immediately. Now, let's talk about what you can do right now to prepare for this payment increase. First, check your Social Security statement online. The SSA's website offers secure access to your account, where you can see your estimated benefits, payment schedule, and personal information. Confirm that all your details are accurate, and update anything that's out of date. This simple step can prevent payment delays and ensure you receive every dollar you're entitled to. Next, consider reviewing your budget in light of the upcoming increase. Look at your fixed expenses like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and medications. Think about how the increased income can be used to ease pressure in these areas or to build a financial cushion. If you don't already have an emergency fund, now might be a good time to start one. Even a small buffer can make a big difference when unexpected costs arise. If you're still working, it's worth noting that Social Security benefits can be affected by earned income. There are rules about how much you can earn before your benefits are reduced, especially if you haven't reached full retirement age. With an increase in payments, balancing work and benefits carefully can optimize your overall income. Again, a financial planner or SSA representative can provide guidance tailored to your unique situation. For those receiving SSI or SSDI, keep an eye on any changes in your eligibility or income limits. These programs have strict rules, and an increase in one area can sometimes impact qualification for others. Staying informed about these interactions ensures you don't accidentally lose benefits or face penalties. Looking ahead, it's smart to stay connected to reliable news sources and official announcements. Social Security updates can come with complex details, and the landscape can shift with new legislation or administrative decisions. Subscribing to newsletters, following the SSA on social media, or setting Google alerts for official news can keep you informed without the noise of rumors and misinformation. Remember, knowledge is your best tool. The more you understand about Social Security and how changes affect you, the more empowered you'll be to make decisions that protect your financial well-being. Don't hesitate to ask questions, seek advice, and share this information with family and friends who might benefit. Before we wrap up, I want to circle back to the heart of this update, the jump from $1,176 to $3,559. For many, this is a game changer, offering relief and renewed hope. But it's also a reminder that Social Security isn't just a number or a government program. It's a lifeline that millions rely on every day. Treating it with the seriousness it deserves means staying informed, planning carefully, and protecting yourself from misinformation. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button right now. It helps ensure that accurate, trustworthy information reaches more people who need it. And if you want to stay ahead of future updates, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. This way, you'll be the first to know about important changes that impact your benefits. Thank you for spending this time with me. I know how important Social Security payments are to you and your family. My goal is to help you feel confident and prepared as we move into 2026 and beyond. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and take care of yourself. You deserve it.